Hello, Kaylee Appiah. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How are you feeling back in Ghana? This is your first time in Ghana?
This is my first time.
Okay.
I love it here.
You love it here already?
Yeah.
Compare what you heard about Ghana to what you're actually seeing. Any difference?
Well, my dad told me there would be monkeys and tigers roaming around, and I haven't seen any of those. So.
Yeah, maybe he'll take you to the Shy Hills. You get to see some monkeys, you know, crossing the road and all. That's good. So you are officially welcome. You're officially welcome to Ghana.
Officially.
Yes, officially welcome. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you have been doing a lot. I mean, you love to do track and field, and you're doing so much. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What can you tell us?
So a little bit about myself is I grew up in Bennington, Nebraska, just a small town right outside of Omaha. I started getting into track when I was in middle school and cheerleading when I was in like a freshman, and I really just love to run, and I always had a passion for it. Just always like, I feel like it's a way I deal with my emotions, is just to like run it out. I love doing that. So I wasn't going to do track this year because I just thought it would be a little bit too much on my schedule. I've been really busy with a lot of things lately, so I was like, maybe not this year. And then I was like, I can't stay away from it. So I went and I qualified for state this year, which was something exciting and new, and something I've never done before.
Yeah, I see. So how did you get interested? Because I can see that there's a lot of interest and it's almost more than a hobby for you. So what did you see? What made you get interested? What attracted you to track and field and all?
In sports, during like school, when we would do like PE and stuff, I would always be like the fastest runner. And my PE teacher would be like, okay, everyone, Kaylee, you stay back 5 seconds and everybody go, because you're gonna catch up to them either way. And so I just was like, oh, maybe I'm good. Maybe that I could. So I was just like, it's just something I did since middle school. I stuck with it, and I'm glad I stuck with it.
Yeah, at which point did your parents begin to believe that you've got something and they need to support you?
I'd say when I qualified for districts, which is before you go to state, you have to qualify for districts. So like anybody can go to districts, anybody can get sent, but you have to place first, second, or third to go to state. And by half an inch in long jump, I placed third. And so that's when I feel like they really were like, oh, she can do it, she's good.
Yeah, she's good. Can you take us through the moment when you qualified for state? I mean.
So it was my third jump. So you get 3 chances, and on my third jump, I jumped a 15:11 and a half. And the girl after me jumped a 15:11. And I didn't really hear if it was like 11 and a half, like, oh, she got the same thing as me, so we both tied for third. But then my coach goes over there when everybody was finished, and he was like looking at it, looking at the sheet, and he comes back to me and he goes, because my 2 other girls from Bennington got first and second, and then I got third. So he was like, 1, 2, 3, like all of you guys are qualified. And I jumped in the air. I was so excited because I really thought that girl behind me had got maybe an inch more than me, but she didn't. I got half an inch more than her. So I qualified, and I was just in shock and excited.
Yeah, excited about it. That's about the biggest for you so far?
Yeah.
It's the biggest happening in your athletics life and how you're going. Good. So you went to state?
Yes, I did.
What happened at state? Not a very good experience, but of course.
State was an interesting experience because I was jumping on my last jump. Actually, this is my second jump. I had 3 chances again. So on my second one, I don't know what I did wrong or like what I started to do, but I moved my leg weird, and I had just changed my spikes. So like the sharp parts at the bottom to fresh ones, so like the sharpest you could get them. I just changed them, and I think I tried moving my leg weird in front of me, so it was kind of like I did a crisscross in the midair, and I took my shoe down my thigh all the way down.
And you had a problem there. Okay.
Yeah.
So in pain, were you able to compete?
In what?
In pain, were you able to compete?
Yes, I still did it afterwards. They gave me about 10 minutes, and a trainer like helped bandage me and like stop the bleeding, but he didn't do it that good, so there was still sand in it, and it was just like a bad job of it being put together. But then I had to do my last final jump, and I did it with a bandage running down my leg, and I was scared, but I did the best jump I jumped at state. Was my last one after I got injured.
Right, so that has made you hungrier for the next state events.
Yeah, for more years to come. 2 more years still left, so come back better, bigger, and stronger.
Yeah, you spoke about handling school life, the schedules, and the training. How is that going? Or how difficult is it?
At first, it was pretty difficult, but I feel like now I've just been doing it for so long that it's pretty easy to like get the hang of. Sophomore year during school work I could get by pretty good. Like it wasn't too difficult doing school, but then every day after school I would have to practice and train. So it made it difficult, but I got the hang of it.
You got the hang of it, that's right. Let's talk about the others, because you are 100-meter runner, 200-meter runner, 4x100 meters runner. How's 100 meters going?
100 meters is really good. When I went to junior varsity meets, but in the beginning of the season, they didn't really know if I could if I was going to be on junior varsity or varsity. So they would send me to a few junior varsity meets, and I was getting first in all of my events. So they were like, oh, maybe she's too fast for JV. So I stopped going to JV meets and started going to varsity ones. And I'd say my 100 time, it can be improved. It's decent to me, but I feel like I have a higher potential, and I know I do. So training this summer to get me to that highest potential is what I'm focused on.
Yeah, 100 meters means you do 4x100 meters, and
relay.
You probably do 2 at a relay. 100 meters, 4x100 meters, 200 meters. Which of the events do you enjoy most?
I'd say.
I know long jump is high up there, of
long
course.
jump's top of my list.
Yeah.
But then I'd say probably 4x1, because I just like working with other girls that are just as fast as me, and we all love to put our hard work and effort into winning, and that's teamwork makes the dream work.
Since you have to train and everything, how is a normal day for you when you wake up? What do you do, and how do you put it? How do you meet your coaches, and how do you go about life?
So usually during track season, every day after school, I wouldn't go home. I would just go straight down to the track at my school. And we would wait for everybody, all the coaches and stuff, do warm-ups, run a lap or two to get started warming up. And then depending on whether it would be a field event day or a track day, was running events first or field events first. So I'd either go practice blocks for my 100, practice relay handoffs, or I would go to long jump and be in the pit practicing my approaches, landings, all that.
Good. Do you pay attention to some of the world events? Like, for instance, the World Athletics Championships was taking place in Oregon in a few weeks' time. That's in early July.
Really?
Would you be there? Yeah. Would you be there to watch what's happening in long jump on the world stage?
Maybe I should go watch. I don't think I've even heard of that.
Okay, yeah. So I think this is the introduction. So maybe we'll have to tell Daddy to take you to
tell him to take me
to Oregon to watch the World Athletics Championships.
I love watching on my phone. I'll scroll through and watch everybody long jumping.
Yeah, but it's a chance to watch this one live.
Yeah, I would love that.
And you get there. Where does Kaylee want to see herself in future? What is the goal? Where would you want to see yourself at the end of this career? What height do you want to reach?
I'd say first on the podium at state is one of my main goals.
Okay, that's the immediate one. You want to be first on the podium at state, okay.
And then after that, I'd say I'm thinking about doing track in college, but
yeah, track in college. Track in college means that we're going to get to see you in the NCAA and all of that stuff. Yeah.
So I'm debating, but you know, it's always like, it's on the list. I would do it.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you do it, you're good enough. You may just get the chance to represent Ghana if you want to.
I could.
Or you will go recent.
I would love to do that.
You'd love to do that. Great stuff. Great stuff. So what are your hobbies then?
Besides running?
Yeah, running.
Cheerleading.
Okay.
So,
cheerleading.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Tell me about that.
The pom-poms, the smile, that kind of stuff. I started doing cheer when I was a freshman, so I've only been doing it for 2 years, but I made varsity my first year. And my skills in cheer have really gone up since then. I'm a flyer. I have really good jumps. I love doing my jumps. They're high on the list. And I'd say I have, on my team, there's probably like me and 4 other girls that have like the best jumps. Okay,
okay. So we'll see how that goes. Kaylee, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Just remind you to keep Ghana in mind.
I will.
That you have a chance to compete for Ghana when the time comes, you can do the switch.
That will always be in my head.
That will always be in your head, right? Thank you so much for your time. We wish you the very best.
Thank you.
We want to see a lot more from you, and we'll be following your career as you go through. Kaylee, thank you very much.
Thank you.